Please 2, Hanwell Town 0. Louis again with 2 late goals. It sees your side extend their winning run to 5 games, move up to 4th in the table. You've got to be delighted.
Yeah, I'll come to Louis in a minute, I think, but you know, I look at the game as a whole, and I think we all understand that it was below performance-wise what we would expect. I have to say that's a lot to do with Hanwell. I thought they were disciplined and worked very hard, pressed us very well, and didn't allow us a minute on the ball. Okay, if Martel takes one of his 3 chances, I think it was early on, then it maybe becomes a different game of football. But it didn't, and I did ask him at half-time to, look, we've got to half-time, we're 0-0. We maybe should be up in the game, but we weren't. But Beachy has make a decent save as well, and I just thought that if it was going to be one of those days where we weren't going to have things our own way, we weren't going to be quite ourselves in that respect, then we were, again, and I've said this so often, need to see another side of him. You know, just a bit of fresh legs at the end there, and you know, has got us the win. You know, the one bit of quality really that we produced, or one of the bits of quality that we produced in the game, produces the first goal. You know, it's a decent passage of play, and it's a great ball in from Ollie Knight, and Louis gets himself the other side of his marker to finish well, and the second one's a bit one of those sort of mad moments in football where the keeper's gone up and we break and score. So I've just said to Louis there, and he's got Louis Degan, that is, he's got a massive smile on his face, his big grin. You know, I've asked him how it felt, and he you know, he's probably on top of the world at the minute, and he deserves to be. He's a talent. He's a boy that we're bringing through. He's a boy that we're drip feeding through, and not rushing him into it. But as you've seen over the last few games, he's starting to get more and more impact in the game. So can't say enough about him. However, there were others out there. I thought Fabio was unbelievable today. I thought he got everywhere. And you know, there were others that were below, you know, what their standard is. But they're a group. They're together. They're growing. And I'm not making any sort of predictions that, you know, we're going to be high flying and all that. I'm not doing that. But for where we are and what we are, I can't be more happy with them.
In terms of transfer news, we've seen Lewis Pegg depart the club, and also brought in Kyron Richards. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, Peggy's unfortunate. You know, he came in, and you know, Harry had been sat on the bench watching Matt Hall and deserved his chance to go in. And since then, we were 4 on the spin. We're now 5 on the spin. And you know, Harry's gone in and done really well. So it was very difficult to get Peggy in, and you know, it's difficult from my point of view because you research a player, you think that there's a player that fits your mode, but I understand his reasons. And my disappointment was that he's not. I didn't think he'd given it enough of a go here. However, I do understand, and so we wish him all the best. It's as simple as that. Kyron's come in, quite versatile as a player. Play full-back, as we saw then, went in as a sort of third centre half at the end there, and can play further up the pitch as well. So quite an important signing for us. You know, I'm aware of him from his Hendon days, and you know, he seems like a lad that also fits what the mode, and hopefully sticks with it.
And next up for your side, hopefully a trip to Dartford before we face Hartley Whitney next Saturday. Your thoughts ahead of those games?
Well, the Dartford game is, we're going to have to look at it. If I'm brutally honest, it's a competition we want to do well in, but the schedule that we've got coming up between now and basically the end of the season, you know, it's not a question of looking at February or something like that. It's a question that we've just got Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and if we progress in cup competitions, which we want to do, then that'll add to it. So I've got to have a look at the Dartford game. I'll probably have to mix things up a little bit in respect of who we might have coming in, and use it wisely whilst trying to give ourselves the best chance of progressing in the competition. It's a difficult game, of course, and I don't know what Douse will do with it, but you know, it is what it is.